Okay guys, this video is how to use a car amplifier at home. So I'll talk you through the parts, then through the connections, and then that'll be pretty much it for the video, so hopefully short and sweet. So this is the amplifier. We've got the power DC going into the amplifier because it won't work on just using your AC outlet, and then that's connected to the speaker here, which is then connected to my Mac at the moment, which is providing all the sound data signals going through the cables. So starting with the amp, so I've got a Boschman PCH 4480LX. As you can see, we've got the power connections and speaker connections this side, which is essentially going into the power here. So just talking you through this part. So as you can see, I've got ground, REM and B+. Basically that's ground is self-explanatory. REM is basically when you use it in a car, it's so it will automatically turn on. So that, as you can see, you just need a wire connecting into the positive, which is the B+, and then the blue wire, which if I just show you going around, it's going into the DC power, and as you can see on top of that it says plus V. You need to split the wire into 3 parts, so that's the only tricky bit that you'll have here. My wiring is a bit messy, but I haven't finished it all, but it's just to give you the concept and the idea. You can neaten everything up here. Clearly you can see it's not finished here. So coming back, you've got the wire in the middle, which is the REM into the B+, as I've mentioned, and then you've got the ground. If I follow this round, that's going into the middle of the power, so it's got a minus V at the top. Again, you need to split everything in 3s here so it will work accordingly. And on the fuse on this one, so basically this amp takes 12 volts and it's a 40 amp fuse. Don't know if you can see that there. If you can't, you'll just have to trust me. So that's a 40 amp fuse for safety reasons. So it's a 480 watt power amplifier. This is the sections where you put the rear and front speaker. As you can see, I've only got one set of speakers wired in. So if we follow this round, that's going into the speakers here. And as you can see, I haven't soldered these in yet, but these are just connected arbitrarily, so the signal can at least travel into the speaker, and that's what you can hear. Coming back to the amp here, just go over to the other side, which is where you've got your actual controls and the RCA cable, so your red and white cables going into the corresponding colour ports there. And if you follow this wire around, that's basically just going into, it's got a connection there, but it's essentially going into this green 3.5 jack, which is basically just going into the Mac, your phone, or anything else that takes a 3.5 jack in there. This power supply here, basically from eBay, didn't cost very much money, but it provides 12 volt DC power with a 40 amp. So these comes in various different options, so you need to make sure you select the right one that will feed into your amp properly. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to look up the manual for the amp to make sure that you get the right and correct power supply into it. On the far right of the power supply, you can see says ground, neutral and live above, and basically you can see my wire. Basically this is a salvaged power cable clipped off an old microwave, so that goes into your AC power outlet. That's converting it into, or this unit is converting the AC power 240 volt in the UK, and that's changing into a 12 volt direct current, so this amp will work. So basically you need to split the wire into 3 into the corresponding, so depending on how old your wire is, in this case the brown is live, blue is neutral, and ground is the green-yellow combination wire there. As you can see, that power cable I've just added some connections at the top there, just to make sure it's got a good nice connection and less likely to come out. I'm probably going to solder these all in so it's nice and secure and less likely to move, and then put this all into a unit so it's a bit easier to transport. But hopefully you get the idea. Any questions, let me know. But I'll just show you this speaker with the volume just before we go.